Hello, and welcome to what is possibly one of the nerdiest things I've done in my entire life. I bought 24 different guitar picks from different guitar shops in my area. Nothing super fancy, just the generic ones that every shop seems to have, and I got them in varying thicknesses as well. My main goal in all of this was to figure out if your pick really does make that much of a difference. I will reserve my judgments for the end so you can listen yourself. There will be timestamps on all of this if you just want to hear the electric section or the acoustic section or whatever applies most to you. So here's how the video is organized. The first section focuses on pick thickness. Of the 24 picks that I bought, there were 7 different varieties, meaning that there were the Tortexes, the Nylons, the Fender Celluloids, or whatever they call them. Just, again, your generic varieties. The general thicknesses are light, medium, heavy, and then extra heavy, which in millimeters sits around like a 0.5 or a 0.6 to a 0.75 to a 1, and lastly, greater than 1. I wasn't able to find matching picks across every single one, so pay attention to the thicknesses so you can kind of see where they sit. I tested them out on both acoustic and electric. On acoustic, I played single notes and did some strums. On electric, I did single notes, strums, and a kind of funky riff just to see how much it matters in each of those contexts. The second part of the video focuses on material, meaning that I took the 1mm pick from each of the 7 varieties and lined all of the riffs up so that you could hear whether or not the actual material that they're made of makes a difference. Again, there is acoustic and electric in the same riffs. I do recommend using headphones, and we'll see you at the end. Well, if you made it to the end of this video, congratulations. You are just as much of a nerd as I am. Not a great accomplishment. Also, if you made it to the end of this video, I'm guessing you heard what I heard. It seemed to me that the thinner picks produced a thinner sound, and the thicker picks, up through about 1 millimeter, produced a thicker sound. There were some anomalies in those picks where once you passed 1 millimeter, it felt like it actually took a step back and got a little bit thinner after that 1 millimeter mark, which was interesting to me because I use a 1 millimeter when I play electric, but when I play acoustic, I go all the way up to like a 2 millimeter. So I'm curious if there's like this weird in between with some materials where when you're between 1 and 2, it kind of reverses. I don't know. Maybe there's another video in here where we take pick thicknesses from 1 to 3 and see what happens. This is what I expected, but the thing that fascinated me the most was how little difference there was across different pick types. It seemed to me that after hearing all of the 1 millimeters one after the other, while there was a difference, it wasn't that big of a difference, which tells me that what you should be doing as you're trying to find a pick that you like is find a thickness that you like the sound of, and then find a material or a pick maker that you like the feel of. Tone and comfort are equally important when it comes to how you play and how you sound. It could be the greatest sounding guitar in the world, but if the action is off and it feels terrible to play, you're not going to play your best, you're not going to pull the best out of that guitar. Same thing goes for picks. What did you think? What did you hear? What was your favorite? What picks do you use? I'm always interested to try other ones out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment. Makes my day better. But as usual, even if it's not my day that you make better, go make someone else's day better. It will always come back to you. My name is Mac Wright. We'll see you around.